guys, I am back from my cruise and I had a wonderful time. I'm going to be posting just a collaboration of everything that happened on the cruise on this channel, as well as my outfits of the evening for all my formal dinners and not so formal dinners that I did on board. And then on my other channel, my vlog channel, Christy TV 300, I'm going to be posting I think 7 different videos, one for each day of the cruise, where I'm talking and showing you things in depth and yeah, just really showing you everything that I did that day. So yeah, look forward to that. That'll be coming up kind of within the week or two. But in this video, I am doing my March favorites. I have a wide variety of items, but I will start off with kind of beauty and hair care items first. So since I was going away, I was looking for a good facial sunscreen. I stocked up on all other body sunscreens. I had SPF 60 and then 30, and I do have my tinted moisturizer and primer slash sunscreen. It is SPF 30, but I wanted to have something a little bit more because I know that in the Caribbean the sun is extremely strong, a lot stronger than up here in Canada. So then I came across the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Sunscreen, and it is SPF 45. And so I tried this at home kind of for about a week to make sure it wasn't going to make my face break out. And so I took this the trip and I wore it every single day, and then I also wore that SPF 30 primer just because it kind of mattifies my face. And I actually really like this. I will be repurchasing this, and actually I'll use this when it gets a little bit more summer weather here in my city. Right now it's cloudy and not warm or anything. But once it gets summer, then I'll start using this again, and I can see myself repurchasing this when I run out. It didn't make my face break out at all, and it almost does have a little bit of a matte texture. It didn't make my face completely shiny like if you just use like normal sunscreens that aren't for your face, and it's just really smooth to go on, and it's easy to rub in. It's not one of those things where you like are rubbing forever and ever. And yeah, no, you can see it doesn't leave like a shininess on my hands, so I actually really like this. And if you're looking for a good facial sunscreen, I would recommend the Neutrogena. I just went and picked something off the shelf. I didn't really look into it beforehand, but I'm glad that I made a good choice and I was happy with this. Then the next thing is something that I've had for about 1.5 or 2 years even, and it's appeared in my favorites a couple times, but I'm doing it again this time. It is the Sunbeam by Benefit. And I wear this every single day, but I especially liked it when I was on vacation because even before I got like a tan, it still like kind of brightened up my face. So basically it is just like this gold color, and I'll put it here. And then it just gives you a little bit of like bronzed look. So I usually put it on my cheeks here and just rub it in. And then whatever is left of my fingers, I'll just put that on the bridge of my nose. And I mean, I don't think you really notice it in this lighting, but in like natural lighting outside, then it really does, it kind of gives you a natural highlight to your face, but still kind of giving like a bronzy tint to it. So that's why I really like it. And the next item is for my hair. It is the Bumble and Bumble Quenching Complex. And basically it's a leave-in conditioner. After you kind of somewhat dry your hair, you apply it to damp hair, and you only need about a dime size for my length. I was talked into it after I got my haircut earlier this month, and they always recommend things, and usually I'm like, oh no, I'm fine, but she made it sound really good, and she's like, especially since I will be in the Caribbean, I'm going to be swimming a lot, it's just really good for your hair. And then when I did get my haircut, I only wanted to have like a little trim off, but she's like, you have probably about like this much of like hair that's looking really dry and dead, so I'd recommend getting more cut off. So I had to get more cut off of my hair, not just kind of like 1/2 inch. So that's why I was like, okay, I better try something else, since I do use a heat protectant when I curl my hair, but I mean, I got my haircut in December, so it's only been a couple months, and to have like that much of like fried hair, that's not good. So maybe I'll look into my heat protectant and use a different one. But in the meantime, I wanted to have something just to quench my hair. And I haven't noticed a major difference, but it does make my hair a little bit softer, and I guess it's working. I don't know, but just I quite like this. And then the next item is an eyeshadow, and this is again an item that I've had for months and months, maybe almost a year, but I didn't really use it until the last few months. It is the L'Oreal Infallible colors, and this one is an Hourglass Beige. This is what it looks like in the container, and why I like this, it's super bright. Where is it? Here we go. And so this, sometimes I'll just put in the very inner corner of my eye just to kind of brighten things up a little bit more. I wouldn't put this kind of, well, you could. I don't really like the look of it having it kind of as my highlight color over there. I think it just looks too fake, unless I'm going for like a more dramatic look, but just kind of day to day. I don't usually wear this except if I really want to like brighten up the inside inner corners of my eyes, I will. So then we have 3 non-beauty items really. Well, first off, I'll start with fashion. I have been obsessed with this coat. I'll show you what it looks like. It is a leather, well, pretend leather coat. It's kind of like this. You can do it up all the way as well. And it's just like that, and then the detail up top and the front, it's kind of like this, and then it has just the high neck. And I got this at Ricky's, and you're gonna see in my outfits of the evening for the cruise, I really like that store. A lot of my tank tops are from there, but I just fell in love with this, and they had this on the the mannequins, and I was like, oh, that looks really good, and I tried it on. I'm like, yeah, it looks really good on me too. And it fits over a sweater as well, and I just, yeah, I really like it. So I'm very pleased with it. And originally it was like $100, and then they were having 25% off. So then I got it for $75, and I think it's worth it. And I mean, I've already worn it a ton of times, and yeah, I just really like it. And then the next item is something that has nothing to do with kind of beauty or fashion or anything. It is my Kobo. This is the box it came in. And actually I won this at my work's Christmas party, and I hadn't used it, but then we were going on vacation and I bought 2 new books to take along, like from the bookstore, and then I was like, okay, we didn't have that much space because obviously you saw how many shoes I packed and stuff, so I was like, okay, well, I wanted to have at least 1 more book, and I ended up reading all 3, and I had an extra day and a half, so I could have used another book. But anyways, so here it's just starting up. So basically this is just an e-reader type thing. Same thing as, oh, I forgot what those other ones, the Kindle, Amazon Kindle. So this is the mini one, Kobo Mini. It's pretty good. I mean, the only problem with the mini is that you have to like switch the pages a lot. So I mean, you just have this much on a page, and then you just kind of just scroll over, you go like that, and to flip the page. But sometimes when I'm like reading, I have like one hand away when I'm like suntanning, and then I just want to, I don't know, I want to read more than just like a couple lines. So then I kind of wished I had the bigger one, but for traveling, it's really nice to have it so small. And basically why I decided to bring this along, and now going forward, I will probably buy all of my books on here to read, and it was this whole lot cheaper than buying the books in stores. But I wanted to read 50 Shades of Grey, but I was kind of, I guess, a little bit embarrassed. I didn't really want to be holding up that book like around everyone, just because it is kind of a controversial book, and I actually enjoyed it. Obviously there were parts that were a bit too risque for me and I could have done without, but overall I thought it was pretty good. In the summer, or then like on holidays, I just read like chick flick books. I don't like going too in depth into anything, so I didn't like the ending. I like books that have a good solid ending, so obviously I know there's 2 more books in the series, which I probably will be getting now because I kind of like them. Anyways, I didn't want to be holding up the 50 Shades of Grey so everyone could see that I was reading it, so that's why I put it on, I bought it on this, so no one knew what I was reading. But now I will buy books on here going forward, and anytime I go on vacation, I probably won't even bring normal books. I'll just get everything on here because, yeah, it's handy. And like in the wind, you don't have to worry about pages flying, and yeah, it was just really good. So I'm very happy that I won this at my work party. I think really they're only like $60 for the minis, so that's not even that much money anyways. And I think I was looking 50 Shades of Grey, I paid $10.99 on here, and I looked in the bookstore because I was buying my other books there, and I think 50 Shades was like $18.99. So it was already cheaper on here than it was in bookstores, and yeah, so that's my Kobo. And the next item is actually a website. It is opinionoutpost.com, and you guys probably heard about it because I know a lot of other gurus are talking about it. But basically you get to give your opinion about everyday things. So just like how I do reviews, here it's just you just answer quick questions, and it's really easy, and you get points for it, and then you can redeem your points either for PayPal or Amazon.com gift cards. And they say, I mean, it's not a get rich quick scheme thing, like, and you're not going to get rich quick, realistically, but you get to kind of just answer questions, and then you do get rewarded for it. Now, the first couple times I did a survey, because it said you're invited to do a survey, and then I would answer like 10 questions, and it's like, oh, you don't qualify. And I was like, oh, bugger, that's annoying. But it doesn't happen very often. More times than not, if I start answering a survey, I will like qualify all the pre-screening questions, and then I'll get to finish it. And you get between like 5 points all the way up to, I think my highest point survey was 35 points. And then when you have 50 points, you can redeem for a prize. So again, I kind of gave it some time, and then in about, I think 2 weeks, I got enough points, and that wasn't even doing all the surveys, because sometimes if it was like a 30-point survey, it would take, they suggest like, oh, it takes 25 minutes, and I was like, okay, I don't have time for that. So some of them I would just go the smaller surveys. But yeah, in about 2 weeks I got enough points. You need 50 points, and I redeemed for an Amazon gift card. And so I'll show you kind of it here, just a little screen cap, and yeah, it worked. So I think it's a pretty cool site. It's free to sign up, and you get to win prizes or like redeem for prizes just by giving your opinion. And my latest one was just about barbecues. So it's like, do you have a barbecue? Do you have barbecue like appliances or like flippers and tongs and stuff? And it's like, where did you get them? Do you like them? And yeah, so it's not specifically beauty related, but it's still good. So I'll put the link below, and I do have like a specialized link, so I'll put that below, and then you can also just check out the regular opinionoutpost.com. So I hope you guys liked all of my favorites, and yes, my pretty jacket. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.